G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm going to be reviewing 6 2xAA lights. So we've got the Acebeam Pokelit 2AA, we have the Fenix E20 V2.0, we have the Pelican 2360, we have the Olight i5T+, we have the Lumintop EDC2A, and we have the Convoy T4. Let's check them out. All right, so here are the contenders. Now, it is worth mentioning that one of these lights, the Pokelit 2AA, comes with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, okay? This is a custom rechargeable lithium battery, 1600 milliamp hours, 3.7 volts, and it has a charging port built into the battery, right? But the reason that this light made it into the 2xAA comparison is because it can also be used with 2xAA alkalines. So you will lose output and runtime, but it can be used for that. And so the purpose of this video is to compare some of my, I guess, favorite 2xAA lights, because these are the kind of lights, in my opinion, that you're going to want to have in like a bug out bag, for example. Anything that can take your standard, Duracell or Energizer, 2xAA or AA batteries, alkaline batteries, in a real, like post-apocalyptic situation or something like that. These are the batteries that are going to be the most readily available. You go to a supermarket, you go to anywhere that sells basically anything electronic, and you will find AA batteries in the alkaline. So for that reason, I wanted to do a comparison between, 6 of my favorites. Okay, so before we start, let's install the batteries. So we've got the Pelican 2360, and hey, there we go. So the Pelican 2360, I'll just install the batteries, and then we'll go over specs and feel and all that sort of stuff, but I just want to install the batteries. Now, while I'm installing the batteries, I will mention the feel of the design and stuff, and let me tell you, the Pelican feels phenomenally strong. It feels robust. I feel like I could throw this at a tank and it would dint the tank. It's just so strong. Here we've got the old faithful i5T+. And this one is, I specifically got this one in the warm white. So I will just show you the box in a second. So this one is in the warm white, which is 2700 to 3700K. Now, the Lumintop EDC2A, this is also one that feels like it's built like a tank. So between this and the Pelican, I feel like you could, fight off an army, because it just feels so bloody strong. Now, here's the Convoy T4. Now, unfortunately, with a lot of convoys, this did not come with a user manual or anything like that. So I'm going to be limited in the amount of specs I can give you. I'll go over what I know about it, and then you'll just have to deal with what I don't know about it, to be honest. All right, now we've got the Fenix E20. This is the V2.0. This is a really, really lovely 2AA light, as you will see shortly in the video. Really nice threads. Fenix make great lights, don't get me wrong. Doesn't feel as robust as the Lumintop and the Pelican, though. And even the Convoy. Convoy feels pretty bloody robust as well. And here we go with the Pokelit. So, I do want to be fair, and the Pokelit, its output and run times are going to be pretty superior because it's running off a lithium. But if the user manual talks about alkaline batteries, which it does, then I will give you those specs as well, just so it's not unfair for the rest of them, because this is a comparison video and I'm going to talk about my favorite at the end. All right, so starting with the Pelican, we have right down there a textured reflector, which makes for a really great hotspot and spill, like just a bloody beautiful beam profile. Its pocket clip is full on bulletproof. It's like Well-Tool standard pocket clip. And just, I'll show you the way the pocket clip actually is installed. So check that out. It goes over the top there like that. So it's just not coming off, man. It's incredible. I'm telling you, this light is built to last. Now, one thing about Pelican is that you get a lifetime warranty with them. So it's just a fantastic light because you have a lifetime warranty. Now down there could be an SST20. It could be a Cree, some sort of Cree LED. I don't know. If anyone knows just from looking at it, please let me know. Now in the hand. So this thing is just so strong, so comfortable. The way I would probably use it is click it on and then hold it like that. Just because it's so long, it's actually really comfortable to hold it like that. Very easy to switch grip as well. Oh, we got some pulse width modulation there. It's gone now. That wasn't, I couldn't see that by eye, by the way. That was just through the camera. So really great light. Now, one thing I want to talk about with this light, which is just super, super, super impressive, is this is a programmable light. So you can have program 1, high, strobe, low. Program 2, high only. Program 3, high then low, which is what I've got it on. So high then low. And program 4, low then high. So the way you program this light is too easy, man. Let me just show you here. So that's where it is. So momentary press is 8 for program 1, 10 for program 2, 12 for program 3, 14 for program 4. And this is the confirmation flashes. So it'll flash once to say you're in program 1, twice for 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's go high, strobe, low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Strobe, low. So high, strobe, low. Now, just while I'm doing that, have a listen to this. Are you kidding me? What a sensational tail cap. And look at the tail cap as well. It's very, very firm. You're not going to accidentally press that if this is pocketed or put in your jacket or something. It's not going to. It might momentary, maybe. You're not going to press it all the way into click. You really need to be very, very kind of strong with it, actually. It's a really, really well-built light. Okay, I'm going to get it back to high-low because that's what I wanted on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There was 3 flashes. So high, low. Okay, so on the 12th one, you hold it in without clicking and press, or on the last one that you want to change it to. So to have a 2xAA battery, to have a 2xAA torch using only alkaline batteries and programmable into 4 different programs is, in my opinion, I'm not going to swear because it might be demonetized, but it's unbelievable. It's effing unbelievable. I'm so happy that Pelican did this, and I cannot believe I didn't know about this torch sooner. So just a fantastic light. Now, in terms of lumens, specs, and all that sort of stuff, the highest output, so high, is going to give you 375 lumens, and you will get that for 2.5 hours straight. Come on, in 2xAA alkaline batteries, and you're probably going to have a pocket full of 50 of them. This thing's going to run forever. On low, you're going to get 29 lumens. Great low for indoors or looking at things as well. It's just friggin' brilliant. And that's going to run for 13 hours. Now, on high, it's spec'd to get to 192 meters. I reckon it's probably usable to about 50 meters. This thing does go pretty far. And on low, it's spec'd to reach about 53 meters. Probably use it at about 20, 25, something like that. Maybe a bit less. But great, seriously great light. It is IPX8 rated, submersible to 2 meters. Doesn't give me a drop rating, but I would honestly assume this light would be 2 meters drop resistant easy. And that is a conservative guess. This thing is tough as nails. Now, the weight of this thing. So the batteries are included, the pocket clips included. The Pelican 2360 is 152.4 grams. And honestly, it feels like friggin' 30 grams. I don't know how it's 150 grams. It feels so light. The way they've made this is just impeccable. You know, it's impellable. No, that didn't work. It's impeccable. So anyway, great light. Really happy with it. I'm just blown away by Pelican, and this is just, it makes for a phenomenal, bug out light, 2x AA, glove box light, because it's just so durable. Just throw it in, throw it out. I mean, you can really beat this thing up and it's not a problem. So, and it can be used outdoors at a fair distance or indoors at a really close distance, even like looking at maps and things like that. So it really, it's kind of an all-rounder, guys. I'm just super impressed with it. Now, the dimensions are just longer than my calipers. So 151 mil. I'd say it's probably about 155 millimeters from head to tail. And the face width is 27.71 mil. Body width, 22.32 mil. Tail cap width, 22.85 mil. So again, I'm just super happy with the specs of this light. It's a really, really great light, and I would highly recommend it. Now, I got this one from Knife Supplies. Great customer service from Knife Supplies, I must say. I will link Knife Supplies in the description. But I dealt with the bloke. I called him. I spoke to him, asked him if it was in stock. He said, yeah, mate, we don't advertise things that aren't in stock. Just a fantastic gentleman to deal with. And I would highly recommend taking a look at Knife Supplies for things like Pelican or knives, obviously. But I will link them in the description. And I cannot speak highly enough of that company and the gentleman that I spoke to. All right, next we have the Olight i5T Plus in your 2700 to 3700K. And when I say that, that's what I mean. Holy moly. Now, this is such a nice light. This is more of a close range light, no doubt. So, you're not going to use this light for, 20 meters, 30 meters, maybe 20 meters just, but not 30 plus meters. It does make a great indoor light. It is durable. It's very slimline. I love the slimline aspect of it. You can put this in your top pocket, put it in your, jeans pocket or whatever. And it just fits. It fits everywhere it goes in terms of a pocket. So probably one of the most pocketable lights in this group, along with these two as well. Love the deep carry pocket clip. Love the two-way pocket clip as well, because even though it's a little bit top heavy on your hat, you can still notch it on your hat in a pinch and go hands-free, which really, really works. Now, as you saw, this has a high and a low. That's it. So low is there. It always comes on in low, so you never know what, you're never going to be confused of what you're going to get. You click this on, it comes on in low. Now, low's 15 lumens. You're going to get it for 54 hours. So, I mean, come on, 54 hours with two alkaline AA's. Seriously. And then bang, bang, that's high. And see the ramp, the slow ramp? I love that. You'll see that better in the night shots, actually, but it's just bloody beauty. Now, this one, on high, you're going to get 3 minutes, which is 550 lumens, sorry. And you'll get 550 lumens for 3 minutes. Then it's going to drop down to 300 lumens for 30 minutes. Then it'll drop down to 55 lumens for 130 minutes before shutting off. So again, pack a handful of AA's, you're going to be good. Now, the way this feels in the hand is really nice. It does kind of hold really well. It's, as I said, so slimline. It's just really beautiful to use. Oh yeah, nice tail clicky. Got some momentary happening. Why not? So very happy with this light. I've always been happy with the i5Ts, but the i5T pluses. But the warm white one, God, it's just spectacular. It really is. So I'm a real advocate for this light. Now, this is 1.5 meter drop resistance, IPX8, so 2 meter water submersibility, makes for a great pocket friend. Again, you could throw it in the glove box. It would actually make for a great car light because, drop something under your seat. This is the light you want. It's not going to blind you, man. It's going to find what you need. It's not going to blind you. But, in terms of winding down your window and shining it out somewhere, probably not going to be the best option for you. You'd probably want to go something like, the Pelican, Convoy, the EDC2A, or even the Acebeam. That one's a great one for distance and brightness. Now, the weight of this thing, I dare say, is going to be a lot less than the Pelican. So this one comes in at, 88, almost half, under half. So 88.8 88.8 grams. And in terms of dimensions, again, it's probably going to be too long. Oh, no, it's going to be under 150 mil. So just, we've got from head to tail clicky, 145.08 millimeters. Tail cap is 17.78 mil. Body is 16.59 mil. And head is 17.85 mil. So it is basically the same all the way down with a little taper in on the body, which is nice. And it's got these little swirls here, which, Olight says are good for grip. And I would agree with them, actually. It is kind of grippy, much better than it just all being smooth, for sure, especially with gloves. If you had gloves, oh man, it'd probably slip out of your hand if it wasn't for these little swirls. So the Olight i5T Plus is going to be kind of your best indoor housemate. It's just gonna, it's not gonna bother you. It's not gonna leave the toilet seat up. It's just gonna sit there, and when you need it, it's gonna work for you, And as long as you feed it with the correct food, being alkaline double A's, then it's gonna work for you, mate. And it's never gonna answer back or give you lip. So I mean, what can you ask for? That makes for almost the best housemate. There we go. Had a bit of weird trouble there. Kept going on to low. Okay, there we go. Just testing that on camera to make sure, because if there are any faults, we want to find them. It did look like it had a little bit of a hiccup. Maybe it doesn't make the best housemate. No, it's a great light, and I'm very happy with it. All right, so the next one is the Lumintop EDC2A, and similar to the Pelican, this is built to last, man. So down there is your smooth reflector and your Cree XP-L2 LED. And this light has the best pocket clip out of the bunch, I would say, because look how deep carry that is. You can tail stand this light as well. The only other one other two you can tail stand are these two here. Again, you gotta feel this light to appreciate its strength. You just do, man. It feels just strong as pocket clip. Not as sturdy as the Pelican, not even close, but still it works for your pocket. It's great for your pocket. It's not a problem. Also nice slim line, whereas the Pelican, you can see it's got a much larger head on it. That is going to add the throw though, but this one's very nice and slimline, so it's really makes for a good pocket friend. It is a bit, it's bulky if you compare it to the i5T, but it's actually not that bad in your pocket. It actually fits really well. Even in jeans, man, it just slots right in. So I'm really happy with this. Now, this has 4 different outputs, so 3 outputs and then strobe. So it does have memory mode, by the way. So if I leave it on high, wait a sec, click, comes on high. If I go down to medium, wait a sec, comes on medium, and then low, same goes, wait a sec, comes in on low. Now, the way this cycles is just half press when it's on, so it is a reverse clicky. And when you half press, it cycles up, it cycles around, so it goes high, low, high, medium, low, high, medium, low. So if you're on low, your next cycle is not going to be medium, it's going to be high, as you just saw then. So you can cycle by clicking on and off quickly or in under a couple of seconds. Otherwise, it's just a nice half press, which is, you barely have to tap it, so it's really easy. You're not going to accidentally turn it off and on. So let's go low. Low is 3 lumens. You will get that for 168 hours, as if, 100 hours isn't enough, so I guess you want 168 hours. Incredible. Now, that's going to cycle up to high, 450 lumens, which you get for 35 minutes. So, your high is not going to last that long. Pack some spares, batteries, that is. And medium is 80 lumens with 6 hours and 30 minutes. So that's a bloody decent time. 80 lumens, 6.5 hours. Absolutely perfect. Now, if you do want strobe, give the head a little bit of a turn and then click it, and you're going to get strobe, which is 450 lumens. It doesn't give a specified runtime, but check this out. Half press. Ooh, did someone say SOS? Sorry. Did someone say beacon? No one said SOS. It's beacon. So that's really cool as well, that you've got a beacon mode and a strobe mode in this just with a little head turn. Absolutely great. But I don't like the fact that you don't get a runtime for at least Beacon, because, you know, if you're using this as trying to get someone's attention and, you know, you don't know how long it's going to last. So you tail stand it and you just want it to beacon and hopefully someone sees it. Well, how long is it going to last? You don't know. How far is it going to go? You don't know. So, you know, that's a little bit annoying, but not a problem. Now, tighten the head again. It's just going to come back on in your last output that you were in before turning the head to get to your special modes. So special modes for this is a real big tick, man. You know, strobe I'm iffy about, but beacon, that's friggin' awesome. Now this is 1.5 meter drop resistant and IPX8 again, so underwater will give you 2 meters. Now the weight of it with the pocket clip and the 2 batteries is 129.04, so 03. Let's call it 129 grams. And the specs, so we've got 147.45 mil from head to tail. Tail cap is 21.39 mil. Body is 18.78 mil. Head 21.79. So similar to the i5T, although, you know, add 10-20%. You've got same sized tail cap and head, and then tapering in ever so slightly, but that's in the flat bit. So in the round bits, it's probably actually the same. 21.37, 21.81, 21.35. Yeah, so all very, very similar. So, which again, makes for a very, very, very pocketable light. Seriously, very pocketable light because it's just one slimline thing. Really good. Now let's listen to this. I mean, that's pretty damn good. I love a good click on a light. You know, a rubber click is my thing, but a good click, it just makes it so awesome, really. All right, so again, this could be a great glove box light, could be a great EDC light. It's going to look after you. Not the best runtime on high, but it is gonna look after you in a pinch. And, you know, medium 6.5 hours, that's a great runtime for 80 lumens. All right, so the Convoy T4, as I said, you don't get any user manual or anything like that. It does have an SST20 LED down there. It does have a textured or orange peel reflector, and that there is meant to be 1,000 lumens. That's what Convoy specs. I argue that is certainly not 1,000 lumens. So anyway, each to their own, but that is definitely not 1,000 lumens. Now, you got no run times, you got nothing like that, but, you know, I'd say that's probably about 300 to 400 lumens. And then half click down to medium, half click down to low. This light is also programmable, but there was a mix up on AliExpress when I was trying to figure out what modes are what, and it doesn't match up. The programs don't match up to what the specs say on AliExpress. So I've just decided to get it on high, medium, low. So it comes on in high every time. You're never confused about that. It'll always come on in high, and then medium, and then low just with a half click. So it is a reverse clicky, similar to the EDC2A Lumintop. Now, it will tail stand. It doesn't come with a pocket clips. That's a massive, massive minus for this. But this one definitely could make a great glove box light, because you don't need a pocket clip for a glove box light. So, you know, this one lives in the glovey. It's got two batteries in it. Chuck a couple of extra batteries in it, and this can just be your emergency car light. You know, if anything goes wrong at nighttime, you've got a light, you've got 3 outputs, or you can actually get heaps of different outputs, but I set it on just simple high, medium, low. And it's durable, you know, it feels strong. It doesn't give you specs about water or impact or anything like that, but it does feel strong. I would be confident in dropping this, no worries. And, you know, because of the price, it's very cheap. It's like 30 bucks or something like that. I'd definitely consider getting this light just as a backup car light. It's really great. AliExpress, you know, it's going to take a month to get to you, but, you know, why not, really? All right, now the smallest out of them all, the Fenix E20. This one's brilliant, man. This is such a nice light. So it's got your total internal reflection there. It always comes on in your eco low mode. So it always comes on in your 5 lumens. There it is there. And that's going to run for 200 hours. So that is just messed up, man. I used like 200 hours. My God. Now, if you half click, it goes up to low mode, which is 30 lumens, which you'll get for 93 hours and 35 minutes. Then if you half click again, that's 150 lumens for 11 hours and 15 minutes. And then half click again, 350 lumens, which you will get for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So this light, I think, has the best run times out of all of them. And that is impressive. That's an impressive thing. It is the smallest, the most compact. I dare say it's the lightest as well. It can tail stand. It always comes on in low, so you're never confused about what it's going to come on in. Half click to get it up. Turn it off. Wait a sec. Back on. Low. I mean, come on. And it's just so comfortable. And this one is like, you pocket this, you forget about it, man. I wish it had a bit deeper carry, but I'm not crying about it because it's such a nice light. Pocket clips decently tense, which is good. But we'll do some weight just to see, because this is so light and compact, man. I love it. What do we got? 88 grams. I mean, 88 grams. Come on. What was the i5T? Oh, 88. Wait, 88.8? 88.18. Okay, so it's like 0.7 grams heavier is the Olight. But this light is so much more compact, you know? Look at the size difference. So much more compact. Let's do some measurements. So head to tail is 127.1 mils. And then we've got tail cap 19.01 mil. Oh, 19.01 mil, yep. Body tapers in 16.88 mil, and head comes back out at 21.04 mil. So again, the ergonomics of this light are brilliant because your pinky falls right on the neck before the head tapers out, and it's just so comfortable. It's so comfortable. Can't stress enough how much I love this light. Best run times, nicely spaced out lumen outputs. This is a 1 meter drop resistant, not 1.5 meters. So look after this little guy. And it is IP68 water rated. So 2 meters underwater is fine as well. All right. Now, last but certainly not least, I am going to give the specs of the included lithium ion, but I'm also going to give specs of the 2x AA alkaline, because this does work with 2 AAs. So this light is very comfortable in the hand. It is very similar to the i5T Plus, so much so that there's like a couple of mil in it difference. I think the i5T just pokes up on top. But you've got a long, slimline kind of pen light. I think this is the most powerful out of them all. And you have lithium ion, sorry. So yeah, with the AAs, it's probably not the most powerful. You got two-way pocket clip. So you can notch this onto your hat as well. And it's just ergonomically very nice too. You know, pen lights, pen style lights are always really nice and ergonomic. They just slip into your pocket, pull out, very comfortable. And listen to this. Okay. All right. So the Olight definitely has a better click in my opinion. It just feels better. But let's see. So this has got a smooth reflector. It does have a high CRI Nietzsche 519A down there, so you're going to get bloody beautiful light, which you'll see in the night shots. Now, with the lithium ion, you do have, it always comes on in low, which again is really good because there's no confusion. And that is a 20 lumen low, which you're going to get for 23 hours. Now, if I off and on quickly, that is 600 lumens, and look at the hotspot, so crisp and clear. And 600 lumens you're going to get for 35 seconds. Then it drops down to 360 lumens for an additional hour and 44 minutes. So again, you're going to get that high output for a bit. It is going to drop in under a minute, and that's with the lithium ion. So, let's see about the AAs. AAs low is going to be 0.5 of a lumen. So that's going to be a great, indoor low. And high is going to be 300 lumens with the 2x alkaline, which you'll get for 35 seconds. Then it drops down to 100 lumens for 3 hours and 13 minutes. Then 50 lumens for an additional 28 minutes. So that is something to take into consideration. Now, rechargeable battery, fantastic. And what you can do is you can just pack some other alkalines so that, in a pinch, you've still got light, which is important. But this light would be great for a bed next to the bed light, not only because it's the Nietzsche, but also because half a lumen, man. That's friggin' fantastic. I love the idea of that. Now, this is a 1 meter drop resistant, not 1.5 or 2. And it is a submersible to 2 meters. So that's also a nice thing to see as well. Because, you know, if you are EDCing this or you're taking it out or whatever and you drop it and it goes into a puddle or something like that, you just don't have to worry. You pick it up and wipe it off and you're good to go. Now, I'll be interested to see what this weighs in comparison to the Olight. It feels heavier, and definitely because of the lithium, I reckon it will be. Okay, only by 2 grams. So 90.72. Interesting. And the dimensions... So from end of tail clicky to head, you've got 143.93 mil. Your tail cap is 17.75 mil. Your body is, let's call it 17 mil. And your head is 18.16 mil. So, you know, very similar to the Olight, you do have a very slimline pen style light, both with your 2-way pocket clips. In this particular, both high-low, by the way, or sorry, low-high, I should say. But this one is only 2 times AA. This is lithium and 2 times AA. You know, different color temperatures offering in the i5T, whereas in this one, it's just your Nietzsche 519A high CRI, which is friggin' awesome. All right, let's cut to night shots because that's the most exciting part, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts and where to buy all these guys. See you in a sec. All right, and we're out of the gates with the Acebeam. So this is on low. Very useful close by, as most of these ones are going to be on low, but then watch what happens off and on. Whoa. Cool. So that, look at the distinct hotspot. They're very good at this, Acebeam. So that's what we're getting out of this. Might even just move back a bit so we can see. Just watch where I'm going so I don't friggin' trip over. All right, here we go. So, nice. So, low, just, you know, around your feet. What's going on? Dropped my keys. Where can I see them? Very large hotspot. Magnificent hotspot this. Extremely useful. And then off on, and look at that. Why is it out of focus? Oh, maybe. There we go. Extremely useful. All right, so the Acebeam is awesome. Massive hotspot, nice color temperature, very useful. Okay, we have the Pelican. All right, now that's on high. So, not as much light coming out of the Pelican, but a far more distinct hotspot. Check that out. Go up here. Nice. So the hotspot is just reaching further than the Acebeam would. Absolutely. But then again, not as much light, sorry. And then off and on, now we've got low. Very useful. Probably think the Acebeam was a little bit more useful on low just because of the size of the hotspot. But off on again, look at that. Very useful. That hotspot's friggin' brilliant in this. And then off on, I think I noticed some pulse width modulation. Just gonna check if that is, so that's not by eye, it's just by camera. Yeah, not by eye. Okay. All right, let's move on. And I'll go in the front yard as well, just so we can kind of get a better, so we can get a look at it up against the fence as well. All right. Oh yes, we've got the Olight. I mean, look at that. I just went straight to high, really. The warmest in the bunch. Absolutely gorgeous. Pure flood of just warm light that could warm you up on a cold Melbourne night, this one. Fantastic. Just sensational. Oh, look at that. What a beauty. Old Faithful, Olight, warm light, beautiful light. And then I'll go back to low just so we can see. Still useful on low. Nothing special, but still useful. All right. The Fenix. All right, so that is on low. Very useful. Can't complain with that. Tie your shoes, find your keys, anything, and then there's a step up. Not quite reaching the bush yet, but still very useful step up. Another step up, and now we've got slight bush action. Do we have fence action? We do. We have fence action. And now, bang. There's full power. And there it is. Got some music behind me. Someone got their beatbox pumping the beats. Why not? It's a Tuesday night. Okay. The Fenix. Probably so far the least out of the achievers. However, very wide spectrum of light I'm seeing. Doesn't look like it in the camera, which is weird, but it certainly does by eye. It's much thicker, it's much wider than what the camera's picking up, which is a real shame. But nonetheless, very useful light. Okay, we have the Convoy. All right, so look at that, that's on high. Kind of similar to the Pelican, but with a larger hotspot, I'd say. And not as much candela, I don't think. So that's on high. Now stepping down to medium. Medium's still getting a bit of the bush, not much. Kind of getting the fence back there, but not much. And then low. There's low. You can actually see a bit of spill around the hotspot by eye, but the camera's not picking that up. Terrible. And now high again. Now the camera's picking up everything. Beauty. All right. The Lumintop. So that's on low. Very similar to the Convoy, actually. Very, very similar. No bush action yet, but whoa, yep, bush action. So I think that's, because it goes around, yeah, so that's high. So that was low, and then it cycles around to high. And so the next one will be medium. Yeah. So but that's very useful. Beautiful light. Forgot to do this with the Convoy, my apologies. Yeah, medium. So there's medium there. So 5 meters, give or take, it's got in it. And then low, just very close by, and then high again. Really nice high. All right, let's head to the front yard so we can do some closer up shots so we can see the beams in action without so much distance. See ya. All right, so in no particular order, here is the Fenix, that is on low. So this is where the Fenix is going to become much more useful. Then we have medium. High. Wait. High. So this is turbo, my apologies. So yeah, very, very useful. Even so, low, medium, high. So even the high is very useful in close proximity with the Fenix. But then turbo is, you know, pretty impressive. They're all going to be pretty impressive on turbo here. This is a small area, but I just wanted to show, you know, what they do in a small area as well, because this is probably going to be the types of distance that, you know, these lights are mostly going to be used, I'm guessing. I'll just stand back a little bit. All right, so that's the Fenix. We got the Convoy. Okay, so that is on high. Very useful. And then medium. And low. Low. Pretty useful on low still. They're all very useful in close quarters on low. All right, this is the Pokelit. Pokelit EDC2A, the Acebeam. So that is on low. Gorgeous color beam. Massive hotspot. This is where we're gonna really see the hotspot. Look at that. That's that classic Acebeam hotspot, isn't it? Pokelit hotspot. Pokelit or Pokelit? I don't know. I like Pokelit, but if it's Pokelit, I don't care. I'm calling it Pokelit. Very nice. Lots of light coming out of this thing. With a very distinct hotspot. All right, what do we got next? The Pelican. So there it is on high. Highest output. Very impressive what Pelican does with their reflectors. You know, I think it's like 375 lumens, and very impressive how they make that work for it. And then off on, low. Oh, look at that. Pulse width modulation is full on through the camera, whereas I can't see that at all by eye. I cannot see that at all by eye. Not at all. Wow, that's crazy. The camera is showing it. That's really interesting to see. So whatever frame rate the camera is taking this, it's obviously exposing the pulse width modulation. But then nothing on high. But then look at that, crazy. I assure you, you cannot see anything by eye. It's incredible. I must do some more research about that and see why that is when it comes to seeing it by eye and by camera and all that sort of stuff. But you can't see it by eye. Take my word for it. All right, that's the Pelican gone. Now the Lumintop. So this has memory mode, so it just comes on turbo, and now this is going to cycle down to the lowest output. But that's a lot of light coming out of this. It's a lot of light. Love this light. Wish it didn't have memory mode. I'd be happy with always starting in high, always starting in low. So now that's medium. Oh yeah, that's right, cycles down. My apologies, cycles down. So that's medium. And that's low. There it is. Sensational. And then back to, whoa, it's so much light. All right, what do we got now? Got the Olight, last but not least. Okay, so that's the warm Olight. There it is on low, and then boom, boom. Oh, wow. I love how it like ramps up. It doesn't just come on quickly, you know, it ramps up. And look at the flood, such a floody light. Sensational. Off on low. Now watch it ramp. See, that's great. I love how it does that. That's cool. All right, that's it for me. That's it for these lights. See ya. Alrighty, so what did we think about the night shots? We do have a bit of a spread here. So, you know, the Pelican, for example, is going to go quite far, I think further than the rest of them. But, I mean, it does have a low mode, so it's good. But, you know, comparing the Pelican to something like the Olight i5T in the warm white as well it's I don't know, it's kind of like apples and oranges. So, but this is the beauty about comparing different lights as well, is that they are going to be used for different things. So, you know, before you buy a light, ask yourself, what do I want it for? If you're buying it for a purpose. If you're just buying it because you're an enthusiast and you want to buy lights, then bloody go hard. But if you're buying it for a purpose, you've got to ask yourself, what is the specific purpose? Because if your specific purpose for a light is up close, you know, obviously very low light, but up close, reading things up close, or, you know, under car seats and things like that, nothing more than like 3, 4, 5 meters, then the Olight i5T in any of the i5T Plus, in any of the color temperatures would be great. But the warm is just the best for the closer you are, because it really is just a beautiful color temperature for your eyes. Okay, so let's start with the Pokelit, right? So Pokelit, phenomenal hotspot, great light with the lithium. This one is currently at lightshop.com.au and it comes in at $50. So for $50, you can have yourself one of these. I think it's a bargain. The Lumintop EDC2A comes in at $55 from lightshop.com.au. So again, you're getting a robust light with some decent throw, decent lumen output. Not the best runtime, but still great outputs and a very tough light. The i5T Plus you'll get from Olight Australia, which I will link. I'll link all of this. And I think that I think it's about $50 or $52 or something around there. But again, I'll link it. Just click the link and check it out. This is your up close light, in my opinion. This is the one where it's like, if I want an up close light indoors, preferably, then this is the one. Now the Convoy T4, you're gonna get that from AliExpress. I think it's like $40 or $50. Check it out. I will link. Will I link it? Yeah, I'll link it. And just click the link and check this one out as well. Again, great light. I would probably suggest this one for a glove box light. Beat it up, throw it around, whatever. It doesn't come with a pocket clip, so it kind of belongs in the car or glove box, to be honest. But again, great outputs. I really don't think that's 1,000 lumens, to be honest. But, you know, still decent outputs. Just don't trust the specs that you read, I would suggest. Now the Fenix, so this one is $70 from lightshop.com.au. Now, does seem a bit steep in my opinion, but the technology in this, in my opinion, supersedes the rest of them, except maybe the Pelican because of the programmable light. But the reason being is that this thing is the run times. How impressive were the run times? So I think the run times for this one are just phenomenal. And I do think that this would make probably one of the best, if not the best, EDC lights, you know, everyday carry lights, because it is so small, so compact, ergonomically beautiful, like just so superior. And you've got a great spread of lumen outputs, you know, 5, I think it was 30 or something, a couple of hundred, and then a couple more hundred. Just, you know, really, really great light. And I love it. It grows on me a lot, this one, since I got it. Last, but certainly, definitely, absolutely not least, is the Pelican 2360. This one is from knifesupplies.com.au. Is it .com.au, actually? Yes, so knifesupplies.com.au. As I said, fantastic service, brilliant bloke. Highly recommend knifesupplies.com.au for knives and torches. This one comes in at $60. So $60 will get you. I think you have to pay more for shipping. So I think all up it's like $70, to be honest. But you're getting a whole lot of light for that. So I will also link that in the description. Now for my favorite, it's hard to choose because it depends what you want. If I was picking out of these 6 for just an indoor close quarters light, it would be the Olight i5T Plus in the warm white. Hands down, 100%. If I was picking a light for an everyday carry light in the pocket every single day, it would be the Fenix E20. E20, right? Yeah, E20 V2.0. 100% just just perfect. I feel like I get clogged up in my words when I want to talk about this thing because it's just so friggin' awesome. So an EDC every day, guaranteed in the pocket, is this one. Then a outdoor, in the car, 2x AA bug out bag type light, it's the Pelican. It is just unbreakable, robust, lifetime warranty, reaches the furthest, big head, so it does reach quite a distance. Great lumen outputs, great run times, 2x AA's, come on, robust, all the things. And it is actually it's not fantastically pocketable, but it is fantastic for in a bag or in a car. Like I said, because it is so robust, you don't really have to be too careful with it. And it being programmable is just off its head. It's phenomenal. You can have low high or high low or high strobe low or high only. So it's a really, really great light, guys. And I strongly suggest it because I am having so much fun with this thing. All right, so I'm sorry I couldn't pick one winner, but like I said, more of an all-rounder would be the Pelican, an everyday carry in the pocket would be the Fenix, and an at-home, indoor, close quarters is the Olight guaranteed. Shivers. Just dropped a couple. So look, I'm not saying that the others aren't great. They're just my picks, and I tried to keep my opinions out of it as much as possible during that video, but I do get sucked into my opinions sometimes. But there you have it. They're the ones I would choose. All right, I will link them all, as I said. And until next time, guys, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.